And listen, we got some serious news to discuss involving Lamelo Ball, NB1, the one of one. The Charlotte Hornets are streaking. Let's not make no mistake about the situation. Good times is rolling in the Queen City. Now we're gonna have to get into what Kyrie Irving said. Shout out to the Hornets. Kyrie said that Lamelo has earned his respect, and also other players around the league. He was very in detail in his press conference. If anybody missed Kyrie Irving's press conference, I believe that you need to go listen to it. I think it was very informative. We all know Kyrie is a very deep thinker, and he said a lot of great things about LaMelo Ball. He talked about his pedigree. We're going to get all into it. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports for more news, updates, and more. Now, let's get into the Charlotte Hornets. Like I said, they are on a 3-game win streak right now. Nobody expected them to beat Dallas. Shout out to PJ Washington. He tried to take out his former team, but Miles Bridges was there for that save. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get in the comment section. Let's talk about it because this game was a roller coaster. LaMelo obviously has got everybody's respect. Everybody that has watched him, a lot of people prior to him getting in the league, it was a lot of hoopla, a lot of hype. And it was around a time where it was a shutdown. So Melo didn't get a chance to do the preseason correctly, do basically go through the whole summer league. His whole thing was messed up, the draft process. So I mean, seriously, we didn't really get a good taste of LaMelo coming out. Pause. You know, but you heard Kyrie say when guys are coming into the league, there's a lot surrounding them, and it takes a while to earn respect from the other peers around the league. We heard about you. We know you've been a high school sensation. You lighten up the internet. But you have to come in the NBA and go through a couple of years. You can't just have 2 good weeks, or even a good year. You got to put together good seasons. You heard Kyrie Irving speak on LaMelo's health. And ladies and gentlemen, LaMelo was on track to doing a lot of these things that we see right now, but his health did get in the way. Tonight, Kyrie put up 33 buckets. He was 11 of 24 from the field, 3 of 8. LaMelo just went berserk from 3-point range. We just got to call it how we see it. Tonight, Melo put up 23 points, 8 of 21 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3-point range, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and a block. What I look at is the 2 steals and a block. LaMelo continues to show his versatile game. We all know he has the arm length, to get out in the passing lanes and be disruptive. And we want to see more of that from LaMelo Ball. But anybody that, is not a believer in LaMelo, I really think, is unfortunate. Kyrie talks about his health. I would like to see him with a team like Kyrie, a complete basketball team. LaMelo doing a lot of this with some subpar parts. You got a lot of not a good talent in here. That has to change for Charlotte, man. So all jokes aside, they have to, shake it up a little bit surrounding LaMelo. It's just me personally, how I feel. I really think that I want to see an improved talent roster around him. I really think it's unfortunate that you see a lot of these other superstars, really doing their thing, and then to see LaMelo not get an opportunity to really showcase his game at an elite level due to the surrounding parts. I think that that's the problem. You look at Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards just lost Karl Anthony Towns. You know, um, Anthony Edwards is just getting a little bit of taste of adversity, and look how he's acting. Look how he's pouting. Imagine if he had Cody Martin and some of these other people that LaMelo has had. Or Musa Dabute and all these other people. Nick Smith, and shout out to Nick Smith too, because Nick Smith is progressing. I got something special coming on Nick Smith. Because I like his evolution and progression. I think they're bringing him around, nicely. And these picks have to pan out. Nick Smith has to turn into something. Also, T-Jan. T-Jan just got sent to Greensboro. These picks are direct impact to LaMelo Ball. You got Lamelo going berserk, but he gonna need these other people to follow suit. And maybe not necessarily become bona fide all stars, but at least be some bona fide rotational pieces. There's a lot of question marks around some of these Hornets players. Are they even NBA quality? These sometimes are the question marks for the Hornets, but we're not going to try to poo-poo on the Hornets too much because they are on a 3-game win streak here at Flight Sports. We want the good times to keep rolling. Nobody wants to see the Charlotte Hornets continue to go through hell and turmoil, because they don't deserve it. The Queen City don't deserve it. They deserve, nothing but success. LaMelo will be an all-star. We got something on that as well. There's a lot of hoopla around his all-star status. Obviously the people did choose him. LaMelo did a press conference, well, not a press conference, but a post game with NBA TV. Isaiah Thomas, we're gonna break that down as well because LaMelo is getting the respect he deserves from the legends, and that's what we want to see. Also from LaMelo Ball, we want LaMelo to get that respect, and we finally are seeing LaMelo Ball obtain the success and respect that he does. We all know he deserves. You know, that's what we want. That's what we want. And Kyrie Irving is a class act. We got to call Kyrie how we see it. He's a true class act. He's the truth and a half, man. I just all the way real with you. I love what I'm seeing from Kyrie Irving, and he's another player who went through a lot of turmoil. Let's not act like he was just some fan favorite just a year or two ago. A lot of people had eyes and antennas on Kyrie Irving. Looking at him with the side eye. So he overcame a lot. A lot of smoke and mirrors and bad criticism from the media. We all know LaMelo. He done went through a media frenzy already. In this young career. Dating back all the way to high school. This man been in the public eye. So that's how I knew that LaMelo would be a success story in the NBA because he went through a lot of these things that we see a lot of these stars enduring. When they get to the league, he went through it already. And just like Kyrie said, the pedigree of the brothers, they was beating up on LaMelo. That's why you see him come and go at some of these veterans with the intensity that he does. Because he had to deal with Lonzo, he had to deal with LiAngelo. I love how LiAngelo is getting talked about in circles. It is what it is. It shows you the power, that the Ball brothers have, the popularity, and all these guys are watching. It goes down to the small to the NBA legend. We all know what Kyrie is. So for LaMelo to get the respect of Kyrie Irving, who is one of the greatest players of this generation, arguably the best handles ever, hit one of the most clutch shots of this era, the NBA champion. I think this is nothing to scoff at. And here at Flight Sports, we're going to be here to document it. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV.